You got 146 nations out of 193 nations that uh, are members of the UN that recognize the Palestinian state, with Spain, Norway, and Ireland becoming some of the more recent nations to speak out about the recognition of the Palestinian state. It won't be long before they have like full status within the UN.
Separated by distance, but united in solidarity. The formal recognition of the State of Palestine by Ireland, Norway and Spain means 146 of the UN's 193 members share the same belief, that Palestinians should be able to determine their own future. And Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez was clear about his hopes for this part of the Middle East.
The state of Palestine must be viable, with the West Bank and Gaza connected by a corridor and with East Jerusalem as its capital, and must be unified under the legitimate government of the Palestine National Authority.
In response, Israeli Foreign Minister Israel Katz reacted with fury, writing on X, formerly known as Twitter, that Sanchez's government was being complicit in inciting genocide against Jews and war crimes.
Wow, how does that make any sense? How is recognizing a Palestinian state with the Palestinian Authority being the legitimate government inciting genocide of Jewish people and war crimes? They're just grasping at straws here.
Just over a third of EU members now formally recognise the state of Palestine, but Western opinion remains split, especially among Israel's allies. On Tuesday, Denmark's parliament voted down an attempt to follow Spain's lead after Foreign Minister Lars Løkke Rasmussen said preconditions for an independent country were lacking. However, neighbouring Norway went ahead with its formal recognition, despite there being no official ceremony.
It gives us a new hope. It's a step forward to end the war, to stop the war, to end the occupation, and to give the Palestinian people the right to exist in their own independent state, living with dignity, freedom, and peace.
Yeah, it's wild how there are still some nations that are outright openly saying that they don't believe Palestinians the right to their own state. They don't have the right to pretty much having rights.
Meanwhile, in Ireland, the Palestinian flag was raised outside Parliament as a show of solidarity from a nation that itself struggled for independence from colonial rule and oppression.
If countries do not now take this formal step to recognise Palestine, I fear there may not be the opportunity in the future. Now is the time to act. The 1967 borders have slowly been eaten away, and this cannot continue.
The Irish government was keen to stress that its move was neither pro-Hamas or anti-Israeli, and instead was aimed at fostering peace. Following the announcements, the flags of Spain, Ireland and Norway were displayed on a Ramallah municipality building as a sign of thanks. Although the act of recognition by the three European nations is symbolic, the countries say that if more governments follow suit, it will make it harder for Israel to ignore a two-state solution. Yet, despite these latest diplomatic moves, it's highly unlikely that Tel Aviv